After a 12-year wait, the British and Irish Lions have returned to New Zealand, so they only ever tour. They never play at home, this team. The 41-strong squad touched down at Auckland Airport just after midday today and were welcomed with a porphyry inside the terminal before being greeted by dozens of fans at the arrival gate. The team, dubbed the best side assembled in recent memories, has just held its first press conference at Auckland's Pullman Hotel ahead of their first match against the Barbarians, which is up in Whangarei on Saturday night. Captain Sam Warburton and manager John Spencer have just spoken. Our sports reporter Matt Chatterton is there and joins us now live on the phone. Hi Matt, you there?
Sure am, John. How are you?
Yeah, good. Sam Warburton is an impressive character and has been named captain for obvious reasons. How was he in the media conference?
Yeah, certainly impressive, all right. God, he's got arms the size of tree trunks. He's a big man, old Sam. No, he was good. They seemed relatively upbeat, given they just got off, a flight over from Australia this afternoon. But they were in good spirits, talking about, how getting this series off to a good start up against the Barbarians in Whangarei on Saturday. And they will, in fact, name their team for that match tomorrow at 7 a.m. So they're just about to go have a meeting about who's going to be playing in that very match.
Gosh, this is fascinating. That's, with all due respect to the Barbarians, that's very much the easiest game on their tour on paper, right? They're playing all the super franchises. They're playing the Māori All Blacks, and they're playing 3 games against the All Blacks. This is a hell of a tough tour, isn't it?
It sure is, and what better way for the tour to start than Warren Gatlin's side faces son, and Bryn Gatlin is playing his first 5 for the Barbarians. So it promises to be a great story out of that game. And actually Sam Warburton even mentioned in there that majority of the Welsh players in that team know Bryn from a very young age when he was kicking goals with the Wales team back when Warren was in charge. So yeah. It's a lovely story.
Yes, Warren was former Welsh coach, right? So Bryn would have been very much there as a young boy at the time.
Exactly. Yeah.
When I was a kid, the Lions went everywhere. I mean, they played games. I remember them training at my school, and it was the most wondrous and exciting thing. This is now very much a super franchise tour, isn't it? They're staying in the main centres, except for this trip to Whangarei and the trip to Rotorua for the Maori game. And so this Whangarei occasion will be rather special on Saturday night, won't it?
It sure will. It'll sort of give back, I guess, to the heartland communities, which I guess, probably, feel as though they were a bit hard done by not getting any, regional games. But in this day and age, the professional day and age, that's how things are. And what better way to prepare for a 3-test series against the All Blacks than playing Super Rugby sides, which you would almost argue are the closest thing to a test match in World Rugby.
Yeah, Matt, for people who are listening who just think this is just another rugby game, why are the Lions so important? Why is this tour so eagerly awaited? Why are people paying up to $440, and that's before the tickets have ended up on the black market, to go and see them play the All Blacks?
Well, funnily enough, John, I think you can answer that question after what you were telling me today. You were dead right. There's no real other moment in sport or series in sport where 4 nations come together that normally play against each other, join forces, and then try to take on another region in that country's own backyard. They never play at home. It's a wonderful series.
Yeah, it certainly is, and their fans are, I think, some of the greatest fans in sport, and they travel with them and they sing and they make our stadiums come alive, because we can be pretty quiet, can't we, as supporters?
We can. There's 20,000 of them coming out, in fact, so there's going to be a good contingent of Lions supporters of Barmy Army here,
Yeah, just before we go, Matt, how are they going to go, the Lions? This is a strong team, but beating the All Blacks at home isn't easy.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think it definitely won't be what we saw in 2005. I think there'll be a game in it each after the first 2 games. I think it'll come down to a third decider. Obviously, being in New Zealand, they've got to back the All Blacks, but it promises to be a very, very, very good series.
The Lions in the country. Matt Chatterton has just been at the media conference.